Hello everyone! Welcome to a new English lesson. I am Tatiana Olaru, and today we will continue speaking about people's appearances. Today's topic is clothing. The tailor makes the man, says a proverb. We will discuss about this proverb at the end of the lesson. So, in this lesson, we will read 3 tongue twisters with the sound T. We will learn new clothing items, styles of clothing, and use them in context. We will read a text for comprehension. We will answer questions about the text and find synonyms. And we will discuss, should there be a dress code in schools? Okay, let's get started with the tongue twisters. The first one, as usual, is an easy one. 2 toads totally tired. This time will be quicker. 2 toads totally tired. Toads, you probably don't know this word. If you do not know, check the dictionary. The next one, a tiny tiger tied a tie tighter to tidy her tiny tail. Let's try quicker. A tiny tiger tied a tie tighter to tidy her tiny tail. And the last one, this is the most difficult of all. 10 tiny tailors tailored 10 tiny trim coats. They tailored all night through. Then they trimmed the trim of the trim coats. What more could tiny tailors do? And this time we will go quicker. 10 tiny tailors tailored 10 tiny trim coats. They tailored all night through. Then they trimmed the trim of the trim coats. What more could tiny tailors do? Okay, so to trim means a tăia, and if it is an adjective, it means ordonat. Tailor, it's the person who makes clothes, especially suits for men. To tailor, a croi sau a coase, and coat, of course, haină sau alton. Okay, and we will take a sentence from the last tongue twister to analyze it a little bit. And we will focus on 2 words that belong to the vocabulary of clothing. The first one is tailor. As I have said, tailor is a person who makes men's clothes. So, a skilled or experienced tailor can guess a man's suit size simply by looking at him. The next one is coat. I dressed in my finest blue wool coat. Very good. So now we will take a look at the rest of the words that belong to the vocabulary of clothing. I am sure you know many pieces of clothing. Let's see what else we can wear. We can wear a tunic if you are a girl or a young lady. We can wear sweaters. We can wear blazers, sweatshirts, tank tops to make an outfit. What words we can use to express the actions? To dress, we accessorize, we change our clothes, we put on clothes, and we wear clothes. Clothes make us look slim. Clothes can be tight, can be loose, can be buttoned, and can be baggy. Let's use these words in the context. Fill in the blanks using the new vocabulary. Sally, a dark blue skirt with a white blouse and a great looking over it. Tom wanted to be different. He wore jeans and because it was hot outside. Their mother wasn't happy about what Tom had, and she made him his clothes. So here are the answers. Sally wore a dark blue skirt and a great-looking blazer over it. Tom wanted to be different. He wore baggy jeans and a tank top because it was hot outside. Their mother wasn't happy about what Tom had dressed, and she made him change his clothes. Let's see new sentences. He came back downstairs with a nice shirt and some trousers that made him look dressed up. Mother told Sally that she could with a nice necklace and some earrings. Sally the earrings and looked at herself in the mirror. Okay, ready with the answers? If not, let me help you. So, he came back with a nice buttoned shirt and some clothes and some trousers that made him look dressed up. Mother told Sally that she could accessorize with a nice necklace and some earrings. Sally put the earrings on and looked at herself in the mirror. Okay, very good. This story, actually it is a story about Sally and Tom, and this story about them reveals us some important aspects. The importance of clothes, why we wear them, the styles, and the individuality, and the right fit in the right place. Do you care about fashion? What style of clothes do you usually wear? Well, I try to dress for the occasion. Every day I try to do this. If I'm going to some friends to visit them or relatives, I usually dress casually. I have made a habit to dress up for work like a businesswoman because it is important to give a good impression. When I exercise, I generally wear some shorts and a shirt, and I put on comfortable shoes. What do pupils prefer to wear? What is it that makes fashion so important to teenagers? These are some of the questions that we will find the answers to. And we will find the answers in the following text. If you see, this text doesn't have a title, but judging by the picture attached to the text, we can deduce that it is about clothes, about styles. And let's see. I will read the text and be attentive. Pupils generally want to dress nicely and change outfits as much as possible during the week. They also prefer to have clothes that are new and up to date. As a rule, most pupils prefer to wear ready-made clothes or clothes that they buy from a store. Nowadays, it is not a problem to find the right garment when there are plenty of shops with splendid clothes for pupils of all sizes and shapes. Choosing the right clothing can sometimes be difficult, especially for teens. The main thing is to look for something comfortable and stylish. Every week, stores come out with many new clothes and accessories. Also, every season, clothing designers present the latest fashion for teens all over the world. What is it that makes fashion so important to teenagers? Well, the young enjoy wearing nice clothes and looking good as much as their parents do. For this, for example, tunics, sweaters, short jeans, pants, skirts, well-fitted buttoned shirts with stylish blazers that come in lots of different styles are often offered. Today's teens have a greater choice of clothes than ever. Hooded sweatshirts, tight or loose jeans, and skateboard shorts are also some of the styles for modern teens. Elegant and beautifully tailored garments for all seasons are in great demand these days. Young people, in particular, love to experiment and play with fashion to express their personalities and their viewpoints. Okay, so now it's time for practical activities. I know you are good at synonyms. That is why this activity has to do with finding synonyms in the text. Pay attention to the words. So, outfit, correct sized, correct, to search, try, perspectives, adolescence, fashionable, be fond of, superb, to show, and especially. So, here are the answers. Outfit is the synonym of clothing or garment. Correct sized, well fitted. Correct, right. To search, to find. Try, experiment. Perspectives, viewpoints. Adolescents, teenagers. Fashionable, stylish. Be fond of, prefer. Superb, splendid. To show, to present, and especially in particular. Good job! Now be ready to answer some questions. How do pupils want to dress? Well, pupils generally want to dress nicely and change outfits as much as possible during the week. What do they prefer to wear? They prefer to have clothes that are new and up to date. So, most pupils prefer to wear ready-made clothes or clothes that they buy from a store. How difficult it is to choose the right piece of clothing or the right garment. So, most often it takes much time to find the perfect clothing, especially for teenagers or for young ladies. If you ask me if it is difficult, I would definitely say yes. For teenagers, it is much more difficult, as the text says. The main thing is to look for something comfortable and stylish, so this is the reason it takes so long. So, what is it that makes fashion so important to teenagers? Well, the young enjoy wearing nice clothes and looking good as much as their parents do. Today's teens have a greater choice of clothes than ever. So, what do teenagers want to express from their fashion? And the answer is in the text right there. Young people in particular love to experiment and play with fashion to express their personalities and their viewpoints. So, to sum up, we have seen what teens prefer to wear, how important fashion is, and what they want to express from it. In addition to this, a question comes to my mind right now. What do these teens wear at school? I guess there is a uniform. And if not, do they preserve the same clothing? How do they manage to express their viewpoints and personalities at school? What do you think? Should there be a dress code in school? I wish I could debate with you and also hear how you describe your clothing to one another. You can reflect upon this in your copybooks. Lastly, look at the picture, read the quote, "The tailor makes the man," and meditate on it. This is the quote that you have seen at the beginning of the lesson. Does a tailor make the man, or does the tailor make us, or we make ourselves by choosing the right clothing and creating our styles? How would you describe your clothes? So, finally, we have covered all the questions with you, and I'm really happy. So let's see what we have managed today. We have read 3 tongue twisters with the sound T. We have learned new clothing items. We have reviewed styles and used them in context. We have read for comprehension, we have answered questions about the text, and we have found synonyms, and we have discussed should there be a dress code in schools. So, I would be happy to see you next time. Goodbye.